Do you know what we're going to be making or?
Yes, I will share the recipe in just a minute. We're going to be making a rigatoni with a hearty marinara sauce with Chef Sarah, and just making sure they're all set and ready to go.
Yeah, okay, I forgot what it was. I saw it flash on Instagram, but it didn't stick. So rigatoni with marinara.
Yeah, I'll
Okay,
share the
screen.
recipe. Yeah. All right, well, let's go ahead
Wow.
and get started. And so thank you everyone for coming to this cooking demo hosted by Everyone's Harvest. My name's Elisa and I'll be your host, and we'll be joined by Chef Sarah Cook in a moment to start our cooking demo. And I work for Everyone's Harvest, which is a local nonprofit and we run certified farmers markets and also run community food programs in the Monterey County. And we currently have farmers markets every week on Sundays in Marina and Mondays in Pacific Grove. And we'll also be opening a few seasonal markets shortly in May in Salinas. So follow us to find out more information about when those will open. And you can come to our markets and buy locally fresh fruits and vegetables from our local farmers and buy your ingredients to make this recipe after today. And if you use EBT or CalFresh benefits, you can stop by our info booth to get $10 extra to spend through our Market Match program. And just a few logistics before we get started. I am recording this video, so if you prefer not to be on video, feel free to turn off your camera. And we also ask that you stay muted during the presentation, but if you have any questions, please write them in the chat and I'll be sure to relay them to our chef. And then at the end, we'll open it up for you to ask questions directly. And if you'd like to make it easier for you to see the chef's video during the presentation, you can pin the video, which you do by clicking the 3 dots up in the right-hand corner of the video, and then it should say pin video, and that way it'll be the main video that you see. Now, I want to introduce our chef for today is Chef Sarah Cook. And Chef Sarah grew up in England and always dreamed of opening a warm and welcoming tea or coffee shop. And in 2019, she seized the opportunity of a lifetime in order to come and take over Café Carmel in Carmel-by-the-Sea. And there you can find baked goods such as croissants and pastries that are prepared daily, as well as a bunch of breakfast and lunch offerings that are healthy and include vegan and vegetarian options, gluten-free and non-dairy options. And so that's a little bit about Café Carmel. Let's give a warm welcome to our chef today, Chef Sarah Cook. Welcome. Chef, you're still muted. If you could unmute yourself.
Hi, welcome to Café Carmel, I'm Sarah, and I've got Lorenzo, who's our chef at Café Carmel, and we've developed a couple of pasta dishes that can be prepared very easily on just a single induction burner, because we're quite limited in our space at Café Carmel, and so this is something that can be done at home or in an RV or anywhere with quite limited resources. And we're very pleased to be able to use the products from Everyone's Harvest and the local farmers markets. So the first thing we're going to cook is the marinara sauce. So we've got some olive oil in the pan, and then we've got garlic, it's sliced. Going in. Just softening that up a little bit. And then chopped zucchini and asparagus. Again, from the local farmers market, together with some diced carrots. Again, brought me up yesterday at the farmers market. Nice colourful mix of vegetables. Gently frying in olive oil now.
Chef, it's a bit hard to hear you. If you could step a little closer to the microphone.
Yeah, so we've got zucchini, asparagus, sugar snap peas, and garlic with carrots. Just frying in some olive oil gently. And then Lorenzo's adding a couple of ladles of the tomato marinara sauce, which was made by finely chopping half an onion, a stick of celery, and adding some tomatoes.
Yeah.
And then we blended it.
Yeah.
And then put it through a blender to make a stock of the tomato marinara sauce, which can be then stored and used for a variety of different recipes. And then we've got the rigatoni, which we boiled to al dente, and that's just been added to the marinara sauce to the vegetables. And just heating that through. And a little bit more sauce.
Okay.
We've got some baby artichokes that's also from the farmers market, which we boiled for about 12 minutes. Remove the hard leaves, the outer leaves, and the choke, and then just sliced into chunks. This is very much influenced by what's available at the moment, week by week at the market. And the other vegetable that we picked up was sweet Swiss chard, which is a beautiful colour. Lots of red and green, and some purple kale, and then some chopped basil at the end, just to add some flavour. So that needs to go in right at the end so that it doesn't overcook and wilt. So that's a really big mixture of vegetables with zucchini, carrots, asparagus, peppers as well, sugar snap peas, the chard, kale,
Okay. Ready?
and that's all. It smells absolutely delicious.
Put the pasta on the bottom, vegetable on the top. Okay? The vegetable,
Vegetable.
no, rigatoni in the bottom, the vegetables in the top.
Yeah. It's beautiful. Yeah. And then we've got another recipe with mushrooms and beans and white wine sauce, which we're just going to get on with preparing now. Again, this is all sort of influenced by what's in season in the local markets. For added protein, we can also add beans, which we are going to do with our next recipe. And just to finish it off, we've got some lovely little pea shoots to make it look extra specially pretty. Thank you.
Next one.
Right, next one, yeah.
That looks really good. And we have a comment that someone would love to see something like that on the cafe menu.
Yeah, we would. It certainly is. It's very easy to do with very limited cooking facilities. We've got the olive oil,
Yes, extra virgin olive oil.
extra virgin olive oil,
Don't use canola. Canola is not. Okay.
some more garlic, and we've got some mushrooms here. We've got the king trumpet mushrooms, got the oyster mushrooms, and we've got permanent mushrooms as well. So 3 different types of mushroom, which have all got their own different flavors and textures. And garlic's just frying there nicely. Soften it up a bit. And pink trumpet mushrooms going in. They're really interesting shape and appearance.
This one got the fruit. This one take a long time to cook.
Yeah, and they take longest to cook. So the king trumpet ones need to go in first. I think mushrooms are so interesting and quite probably worthwhile to find different types and just frying them and experimenting with the length of time it takes to cook and the flavors and which flavors mix together, textures. So that's the permanent and the oyster mushrooms going in at the end. White wine. The wine is Sauvignon Blanc, and then some stock, which can be for vegans, some vegetable stock, or if you are not a vegetarian or a vegan, you can use chicken stock as well.
Water.
Or water.
Chef, we had a question in the chat about if you can substitute veggie broth for the oil in this recipe.
Vegetable broth for the oil.
Yes, you
Yes.
can use. You
Yes.
can do that.
Yes, you can.
But flavor is more flavor with extra virgin olive oil.
Yeah, but the flavors are better with the olive oil, the extra virgin olive oil. Adds the flavor to the dish. Oh, brilliant. A bit of salt,
Black pepper.
black pepper. got the chard,
Color.
just the chard and purple kale for the colour. Again, just putting that right towards the end so it doesn't lose its really lovely bright colour. Picking out the rigatoni to preserve the vegetables to go more on the top.
Chef, we had a question about if there are beans in this dish, if we included the beans.
Yes, if you any vegetable you have,
Yeah.
you can go like any vegetable,
Yeah.
kind of vegetable.
They were asking whether we could put the beans in there.
Yes.
Well, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
One beans or one?
Either the beans. Yeah. And we've got some beans that we cooked a bit earlier because we need to boil them for about 45 minutes. And so we put those on as extra protein because for a vegan meal you need the protein which usually comes from beans or lentils or nuts. And so if you were not a vegan and wanted cheese, you could put some Parmesan on to add to that. But that's a completely sort of vegan meal. And then just a bit of olive oil to make it look beautiful. So that's a whole meal, complete meal in itself with protein and vegetables and carbohydrate, and it's really quick and straightforward to do. Apart from the thing that takes the length of time is boiling the beans and the pasta.
14 minutes.
Yeah, about 14
Yes.
minutes. Yeah, 14 minutes for the pasta and 45 for the beans. Using tinned beans as an alternative, which makes things a bit quicker. But both these dishes, I think you can see, they smell absolutely delicious and are tasty meals that are using local products in the local markets. And at this time of year, we can go from being lovely and hot to quite chilly and cold. And this is something that's hearty and warming on cold days. And then we've also got a beautiful salad that is just easily put together. It's artisan lettuce with a very finely sliced cucumber, beautiful multicolored cherry tomatoes, sliced radishes, which we use a mandolin to slice them nice and thinly, and some grated carrots for colour. So it's a beautiful, colourful menu there, and really, really easy to do using local products and vegetables. And the pea shoots are available in the local farmers market, and we also get them from a local grower at the cafe.
That looks delicious. Thank you so much. And folks, if anyone would like to unmute and ask a question directly, feel free to do so, or write any questions in the chat if you would prefer.
Yeah, we can put them in a salad. Yeah.
Chef, we did have a question in the chat about what kind of salad dressing you'd recommend for this dish.
Yeah. We use a ambrosia dressing, which is extra virgin olive oil and ambrosia vinegar, which we get from Quail and Olive in Carmel Valley Village. They've got a shop there. We use their oil and vinegar products, and they've got a wide range of different flavors as well. So vinaigrette made with the ambrosia vinegar and extra virgin olive oil is what we usually have on our salad, and it's quite fun to switch out different flavors. They also do a lemon olive oil with a mimosa champagne vinegar, which is also delicious with the salad.
And you get them both at Quail and Olive?
Quail and Olive in Carmel Valley Village.
Both of it? Yeah, both of the vinegar and the oil. Okay.
Yeah, and they also have an online shop, and so I
Sure.
think
Sure.
they ship as well.
Mhm. Yeah. Okay, thanks.
Yeah, we're just going. We've got some garbanzo beans as well, or chickpeas as we in England call them, which we can just put together with some asparagus and some carrots and some roasted red peppers, some sugar snap peas, some of the artichoke hearts, all together with a bit of black pepper and some salt. Toss them all together. A bit of olive oil. And so I'll get it. And then some radishes and cucumber. These are just pre-cooked chickpeas, or you could use ones out of a can. And there's other salad with beans, using the same vegetables that we've used for the rigatoni marinara. So again, completely vegan, healthy.
Yeah, that looks great. We had a question about if those veggies in the salad are boiled or steamed first before putting in the salad.
First, the zucchini and asparagus and the carrots are all just steamed first, and the sugar snap peas are just fresh, not cooked, uncooked. Yes, the artichokes were also just boiled for a few minutes just to soften them up, and then the leaves were taken off and the choke was taken out, and then they were sliced into probably about ½ an inch thick slices, centimeter thick. Would you like us to make another one with beans?
Salad also
I
okay.
could make another salad with beans.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like
Okay. Lorenzo is super speedy.
beans.
Beans, the white beans, the asparagus, zucchini, carrots, artichokes, sugar snap peas, bit of olive oil, bit of salt, pepper's there. Okay. with the white beans, artichokes, and zucchini, sugar snap peas, and asparagus.
On the vegetable republic.
Yeah. But you can use any vegetables, and I think that's the real beauty of these recipes, is that you can use anything on the basic building blocks of the sauce, of pasta, and just and beans, and just sauteing the vegetables after, just steaming them for a few minutes, and mixing them all together, and you come up with some delicious, very, very quick and easy meals that are very quick to put together and nutritious. And because they've not been overcooked, they've all got the nutrients and the flavour that you get from such delicious fresh vegetables sourced locally.
Wow, that's great. And so fun to be able to make so many different recipes with some of the same ingredients. So nothing goes to waste, right? That's great. Thank you so much. Any final questions from our participants? Please feel free to write them in the chat. But thank you all so much for coming and participating today. And if you come visit our info booth at one of our farmers markets, you can stop our Everyone's Harvest booth and let us know you attended this workshop, and you'll receive a $10 produce voucher to spend at our markets. And also you can follow us on Instagram or Facebook to learn more about our markets, and also when we'll have more cooking demos in the future. And stop by Café Carmel to visit Chef Sarah. And would you like to add anything, Chef?
Just really thank you very much to Lorenzo, and for everyone here, particularly to Lorenzo for doing so much with us. Thank you.
Thank you so much. It looks delicious. So thank you again, everyone, for participating. Take care.